So, hello, hi Paul.
Hello.
Welcome to our little video interview.
Thank you.
And we are here at Skate Canada International. You just won your third Skate Canada title. How does it feel and compared to the first two?
I think each one has its own special memory. I think the first one obviously had the biggest impact and one of the proudest moments I think the two of us would have, because we just had this unexpected, I don't think we were expecting to win. I think we just went out there and did everything that we could, and then it happened, you know, and I think we were unexpected and hoping it would happen. So it was, the excitement was on another level. But I think today being back, or yesterday being back with our family and friends and having the audience had that similar feeling. Like, I think we came in with the confidence knowing we were, you know, potentially able to win this one, but having that same moment to celebrate with everybody else around us made it so grand and a special moment. And I think last year was different without having, you know, our family and friends and the audience there. I think we love to perform for people, and we really missed that. So this year kind of, it really helped us celebrate even more, just having those people there.
Anything to add from your side, Paul?
No, she said everything.
You come off the Olympic season. The Olympic season was challenging for everybody. It was in many ways, in many different ways. So how did you recover from this? How did you process everything and decide to continue for now?
I think we definitely felt quite a bit deflated at the end of the Olympic season. The second half of the season especially didn't go how we wanted it to go, and I don't think we felt as proud of our skating as we could have. So the first thing we did was we did the Stars on Ice tour for a month, and that really just took a lot of our time and our energy, and it was nice to reconnect with skating in a different way and just enjoy performing. And what was nice about the tour was that there were crowds again, so it was just kind of on the tail end of the big wave that happened during the winter of the Olympics. And so that was really our first time having a big crowd again, and doing the shows every night felt so good. It was so nice. And I think between the cast and the audience, everyone was just so excited to be back, and that feeling was very palpable. And so we really enjoyed that. I think still at the end of tour, we were just still so physically tired from everything we had done and all the work we had put in leading into the games. So we took a lot of time off. We actually took 6 weeks off and just really spent a lot of time doing things that brought us joy outside of skating, just to reconnect with ourselves and feel good and reground ourselves. I think that was especially important. And at the end of that time, we got back onto the ice just to see how we felt and what was motivating to us. And slowly but surely, inspiration came to us. And so here we are.
Yeah, and what do you think? How have you changed, or maybe what has changed for you this time since the Olympic season?
Yeah, I think not too much has changed. I think we're just able to go back to our normal lives a little bit and be surrounded by our friends and family who give us so much support. I think that's really what we missed in the last 2 years, is not having that. And it really takes an impact on your mental health. And I think it actually brings mental health to the forefront, because we know how valuable and how important it is to keep yourself sane, and surrounding yourself with people that make you whole is really important for the two of us. So I think having that and being able to skate and just enjoy it, it brings two pieces together, and it makes us whole as people and performers. So I think we've learned how impactful it is and how important it is to have the people around us support us throughout this, because we're only as strong when we're all together. So yeah, we've learned a lot, but I think it's just remembering like the people around us.
You also said that in the press conference that your approach is a little bit different, that you want to put much more like just for the joy of skating. Can you talk about that?
Well, I think more than anything, and I touched on this a bit earlier, we just felt so defeated that at the end of each competition performance, it was all of the stress of preparation and of wanting to place well and of trying not to get sick, and all those things just kind of piled on. And so it was just, I felt every competition, it was just a relief that it was over. And so it was hard, it was really hard to enjoy each moment and be present in each performance in the way that we're used to. And so, you know, I think that's something that's really important to the two of us when it comes to skating, and it's something that we wanted to put at the forefront of our training and of our competition lives this season. It's really become the priority for us, and I think that's important, and it's going to make us better competitors as well.
Let's talk a little bit about your programs. You have a very unique rhythm dance that stands out because you take a modern Latin, nothing so traditional. How do you feel with this, and how did you pick it?
I think the Latin for us was a bit more challenging. Originally, when we got back on the ice, we thought we were going to start with the Latin because, you know, with the theme chosen for us, it's easier to get going. But we really couldn't figure out exactly what direction we wanted to go in and what kind of music we wanted to use. And, you know, this is our third time doing a Latin rhythm or short dance. So it's a theme that we've done before, that we've tried different things already. And I think always doing something new is something that's important to us, that motivates us, and that keeps us going and keeps us interested in the work that we're doing. So we really had to think about how we wanted to present this Latin program, and I think the last two times we really did something fun and cheeky, and as much as there is that little bit of cheek in this program as well, I think there is a higher level of sophistication, and there's just a lot more ballroom influences in this one, and that's something we wanted to present. And finding the music was a little bit tricky with this one. Carol ended up finding a piece of music listening to a commercial. And so that was really how it came together. But I think the program just really speaks to celebrating who we are, and that's something that we really enjoy.
And the free dance, Evita, is also a very emotional, I would say, program.
Yeah, Evita is something, it's a program that we've been dying to do for the last 11 years. We've said this before. It's 11 years. It was one of the pieces that actually came up when we first started skating together.
Really?
When we were going through, it was like...
It takes so long then.
Oh God, it would have been, what, 11 seasons, 12
This is our 12th season, so 11 seasons
like
ago.
11 seasons ago. We went over to Carol's house, and we were literally just sitting in her office and scrolling through music, just listening. And like Grease came up, Evita came up, like
a few other
things came up, and it was like, oh, Evita could be good, but we weren't strong enough as a team yet. We didn't really know who we were, you know? So we just kind of, the first little bit of our career, we just kind of tried things to figure out who we were as a team, like what could we potentially do. And I think we've waited until, you know, we're strong enough to portray these stories and create these character moments. And we have done characters, and not so much in the last quad, but the quad before, we were really focusing on that character work because it's something that we feel like we do really well. So kind of when we decided to come back, this was an easy choice for us because we knew we can portray these characters. It was just whether or not we found the music that was the right vehicle for us. We actually tried to put some music together right at the beginning of the pandemic, actually. And we just felt like there wasn't enough time to create the program before the Stockholm Worlds, and so we went back and just continued to do both sides now, which was a great vehicle for us. So, and then when we talked about doing Evita, the vehicle we had made for that year, we felt like wasn't even strong enough. So we kind of took some time to figure out exactly the right music choices, and I feel like we found the perfect match. And I think our stories, you can really understand who we're trying to portray. Like, I'm Evita, Paul is Che, who basically is her guidance, her conscience, her reminder of the people, and to remember where you come from. And I think that's what we're portraying out on the ice, and I think people are really starting to feel that dynamic and feel that chemistry right from the beginning. And it connects a little bit about our journey of this year. Like, right at the beginning, the lyrics are, where do we go from here? You know, and I feel like we can really relate to it because when we started the season, we're like, where do we go? What do we do? What are we doing? You know, so I feel like we can see ourselves a little bit in the characters too, and I think that's really helps us connect with the audience and everybody watching.
Yeah, I think it's a very nice program.
Thank you.
Perfectly.
Thank you very much.
And as you said that you are not looking so far ahead. Your plan is to take it season by season, or what do you want to do?
Yeah,
I think more than anything, this season's it's very long, you know, even looking forward, there's so many more competition and performance opportunities that we're looking forward to. And that already feels like a big task, but an exciting task and one that we're looking forward to doing. And I think that's how we want to feel about everything that we're doing right now.
You always have fun hobbies. So what's new with your hobbies this season?
I haven't updated my
I
hobbies
didn't
yet.
update mine either
Oh.
yet, so we'll have to come
Yeah.
up with a surprise for the second half of the
Yeah.
season, maybe.
I know. How long we've been doing this for, like, I don't know, 9 years or something, like putting the most random hobbies. I still think we had so many good ones. Lint collecting, silver polishing, like all of them had like themes of like kind of characters and stuff. I think one year it was like Cinderella. Like the other one was like Monty Python.
I did
and
song
you
lyrics
did
one
song
time,
lyrics,
yeah.
Like, I don't know. I think we just found, because we have hobbies and everybody, like, they already know our hobbies, right? Like, I think it's just more fun for them to go and check out and see what we've created on our account.
And it speaks to who we are, actually, in a strange way.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So I guess we were looking forward to
Yeah, the update.
new updated hobbies.
Yeah.
How's your dog?
She's great. I really wanted to bring her, but it's just difficult sometimes. Like, at Nationals, I had her actually in this arena, and I had her in the locker room, and Maddie actually played with her before her long program in the locker room. But with everybody, I don't know everybody's comfortability with the dog and stuff like that, so I felt like at an international it was a little inappropriate for me to bring her, but I was really, really tempted. But she's great. She's my world. She's my baby. Literally my child. A bossy child.
And Paul, any pets for you?
I don't have any pets right now. It's enough work. My neighbors have a dog, and we dog sit occasionally, and that's enough for me. I have a lot of fun, and the dogs come to the rink sometimes.
Yeah.
I get to play with them and pet them, and then they climb on me while I'm
Uncle Paul.
while I'm warming up and rolling on the floor. This happens often.
Yep.
But I think just with the life of skating and being on the road and those kinds of things, it's a big responsibility that I just don't feel up to doing right now.
But maybe later.
Maybe later in life. I had dogs growing up, so
Yeah,
it's
you
not
did.
a new thing for me.
So you're both dog person.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so just when you said you took off 6 weeks, how often did you talk to each other during these weeks?
Maybe once a week.
Yeah, it was pretty, like, once a week, like, how are you doing? Where are you?
Yeah.
Like, you're like, I'm in Paris, I'm in Milan, one of them, or you send me a photo, or,
Yeah.
like,
But
I'm in-
nothing to do with skating.
No, it was just life, which was great.
Yeah.
It was great to just have that human interaction, not skating interaction, like it's pretty rare to have that. I mean, we'll communicate like outside of skating, of course, but like, just to talk as humans, was really, really nice. But it was fun. It was a
How
good
would you
time.
describe your relationship? Is it like very good friends or brother and sister?
I don't know. We're not like brother sister type.
No, and
Like,
I think
right? We're like friends, like, but closer. Like, we're
Closer.
family. But
but not a specific kind of family
Yeah.
relationship. And I think too, I think the skating partner relationship is so particular
Yeah.
because it encompasses everything. And I
Yeah.
really think that's the important thing. It's like you have this working relationship, so there's a professional side to it, of course, and then there's kind of the family side to it where you're going through the ups and downs of life together. And then I think at the same time there's kind of this kind of very close family kind of marriage-like component where it's like you have to run your whole life by the other person. Like, I can't just disappear and go on holidays when I feel like it or something like that. So
gotta check
you
in.
end up having to check in on everything you do, even the things that are not related to skating. And so it really is an all-encompassing relationship that's
Yeah.
really special and it doesn't look like any other relationship
No.
we have in our lives. And I think that's pretty much true for every partner.
Yeah. There's no label.
No.
It is indescribable.
Yeah.
Indescribable relationship.
Okay, so the last one then is a little test how well you know each other.
Oh,
okay. Okay.
So, Paul, Piper is sent to an isolated island, can take 3 things. What does she take?
Can bring Scout her dog. That's easy. I don't know if Nathan count. If people count, can people count? Probably bring Nathan.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to think what you would bring with you. This is
For the
hard.
last one, I'm sure. I'm not even sure. If you say something, I'm probably like, yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Hey, green.
I don't know what you'd bring.
I don't know.
I don't like a puzzle or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, something to keep you entertained.
Okay, so that seems important
Yeah.
to be right.
Yeah.
So we actually have, I'm going to tell this story. So we actually have a chat with Carol, our coach, and it's our little group chat that we have. And during the pandemic and while we were bored, we were all doing puzzles.
Puzzles?
So our group chat is called the Puzzle
Puzzle People.
People.
Oh, okay.
A lot of puzzles. So many puzzles. Oh my God.
And then we were trading them. You and Carol were trading them a lot
puzzles.
too.
Yeah. It's great. Okay.
Yeah, and now for Paul.
I would bring Kevin.
Yeah.
He would bring a book collection of some sort. I think he has like a book stand, so my guess is he would take the entire book stand.
If
I
I
think
could.
that is a collection. I think that it goes together as a whole.
It's one item.
And then I think Paul would bring coffee, his own coffee, good coffee.
Yes.
Maybe a pour over or something
Yeah.
with him so that he had. Actually, you could figure out how to make it, but just you need the good beans.
And need good coffee beans.
Yeah. That's Paul.
Could grind them with like a rock, you know.
Exactly. Start a fire,
Yeah.
boil the water, like yeah.
We'll
But the
figure
main
it
thing
out.
is there is some coffee.
There is some coffee of some kind. Yeah.
Coffee addict. Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank
for
you.
joining us today, and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank
Looking
you.
forward to seeing you again.
Thanks.
Thanks.